Day tasks have this hidden complexity to them.
Now let's move from the garden into the world of technology. Another theme that popped up, especially in the ARush transcripts, is the whole concept of AI callers.
Oh yeah, this is where things get really futuristic.
It's like taking chatbots to the next level. So we're talking about a phone number that spells out a word, a vanity number, and it's linked to an AI that can handle both incoming and outgoing calls using voice.
Instead of typing your questions or instructions, you're having an actual conversation with an AI.
They use the example of 800 ChatGPT, which is a pretty clear image.
Right, it immediately makes the concept more tangible.
And the potential applications are huge, especially for businesses.
Imagine an AI that can learn from human experts and answer customer questions on its own 2047.
That would be a game changer for customer service, handling those high volume inquiries. Oh, hey, our listener wants to join in. What's up?
Yes, especially having an expert join in the conversation and make it a three-way conversation. AI, expert, and customer.
That's a really interesting point you bring up.
Yeah, that potential for a seamless handoff to a human expert is key.
What's fascinating here is how it mimics real-world interaction.
Exactly. The AI acts as a first point of contact.
And when it hits a wall, it brings in someone with specialized knowledge.
It's a cool example of how academic research can have real-world impact.
And how those collaborations can lead to innovation, like we saw with the university projects.
But as you hinted, explaining that three-way call aspect clearly is so important.
Right. It requires a different approach, a way to make it relatable and understandable for everyone.
It brings up that whole issue of bridging the gap in tech literacy.
We also get some specific examples of how these AI callers could be used.
Like for a company called JustWorks.
Where the AI could learn about their services and then assist callers.
Right. And
oh yeah, let's hear it.
The AI learns from the expert, and then the next caller reapplies the new knowledge to the answering to the next caller. No need for the expert to come in.
You've hit on a crucial aspect of this technology.
Absolutely. The learning and adaptation are key.
As you pointed out, the goal is for the AI to become more autonomous over time.
So that initial expert interaction helps build its knowledge base?
Exactly. And the beauty of it is that the AI can handle a much larger volume of inquiries.
It's like that first expert interaction trains the AI for future calls on similar topics.
Which really increases it. And speaking of companies pushing boundaries, we saw RunBot.
With their website, runbotco.info.
Right. They seem to be right in the middle of this AI caller space.
It's like a whole ecosystem is emerging around this idea of AI communication.
So we've touched on communication and the evolution of AI.
And now for something completely different in these transcripts. Oh, go for it.
Yes. This is video.
Oh, you're right. That's a great way to put it.
That continuous refinement of knowledge is...
This is video comprehension or video recognition by an AI chatbot, Pixie Bot.
That's a
AI.
really insightful way to frame it.
You're right. We've seen examples of AI interpreting both audio and video.
It's all part of that same push towards more comprehensive AI understanding.
And this reminds me of another interesting example we found in these transcripts.
Oh yeah, what stood out to you?
Well, speaking of companies pushing boundaries in this area, we saw RunBot.
With their website, runbotco.info.
Right. They seem to be operating right in the middle of this AI caller space.
It really does feel like a whole ecosystem is emerging around AI communication.
So we've explored... Oh, go for it.
SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization, helping top the SERP, Search Engine Results page.
That's absolutely right. You nailed it.
Thanks for clarifying that for us and for everyone listening.
It's all about making sure a website appears prominently.
Exactly. When someone searches for related keywords.
And we saw that RunBot mentions this directly.
They aim to help businesses achieve that top spot.
Which ties right back into those vanity numbers.
Because a memorable name can definitely boost searches.
Now, shifting gears a little, we also saw some lively scenes.
Oh yes, moving from the tech world to some musical moments.
Specifically, a First Friday event in Coral Gables.
Suddenly you're right there with the music and the energy.
And the music itself has this fantastic, lively Latin rhythm.
You can almost feel the energy just by reading about it.
Even just the transcript brings it off to life in your mind.
There are mentions of specific artists in the conversation.
It's like a little glimpse into a really dynamic cultural world.
And the themes...
We found interesting snippets from a business event.
Specifically, Emerge Americas 2025.
It sounds like a gathering focused on potential partnerships.
This event really seems to be a central point for AI.
You hear about AI training, consulting, accounting, and even AI in finance.
There's mention of an AI laundry app, a really broad range.
Hey, yeah, what's up?
And this is helping companies top the search engine results page to have recognition over the internet.
That's a really interesting way to put it.
It's about achieving that top spot we were just talking about.
Making sure they stand out online.
It's such a contrast to the earlier tech discussions.
It really shows the wonderfully diverse content we're seeing.
What do you think these shifts in content tell us?
It suggests a real willingness to share varied experiences.
Almost as if they're just capturing moments around them.
Exactly. And our final theme brings us back to innovation.
We found interesting snippets from a business event.
Specifically, Emerge Americas 2025.
It sounds like a gathering focused on potential partnerships.
This event really seems to be a central point for AI.
You hear about AI training, consulting, and even AI in finance.
There's mention of an AI laundry app, a really broad range.
And it's interesting how university professors are involved.
Right. They seem to be actively seeking business collaborations.
It highlights that important link between research and use.
You even see mentions of QR codes being exchanged.
It reminds us that even with tech, connections are vital.
And there's a focus on the Miami market dynamics, we noticed.
Highlighting the need to tailor business approaches.
This deep dive has been a truly insightful exploration.
Absolutely, from camera tech to AI and salsa music.
It's amazing what you find looking closely at content.
It reminds us that ordinary moments hold surprising insights.
And the digital world is full of these discoveries.
It makes you think about communication and technology.
And here's a final thought for you after our discussion.
What hidden stories might be in the content you see daily?
What could you learn by taking a moment to look deeper?
This was just a glimpse, and there's always more to explore.
So we encourage you to keep exploring with curiosity.
Absolutely.
That brings us to the end of our deep dive for today.
We'll catch you next time for another exploration.
Until then, take care and see you soon.
Okay, so we put a note in my notepad, and now I want to add it to Pesora. Okay, and generate another, stop and save that file. And this will become version A, so I append an A to the year 2025, make it sub A, a new version. And then if we started it, let's say, now it is 1:30, started at 11:30 a.m. And I have to update the time. Today is a Saturday, so instead of Friday we're going to put in capital S lowercase a, Saturday, and I started at about 11 o'clock a.m. dash, and the current time is 1:25 p.m. 1:25 p.m. And this is notebook LM, Coral Gable First Friday. So this is bushes, repot, replant, plus Coral Gables, plus emerge, plus Coral Gables First Friday event. Now this gives you a more accurate and extensive example of what it is. Let's put a prefix to this with a backslash. And this is going to be a zip type of file. Copy, save, review additional details, 28 steps start a new recording as we wrap it up and edit comment. Now I can paste, edit, paste the new file with corrected information about the day of the week. File save. And what else can we do here in this notebook? That is the question. So I want to go back to the notebook and see if I can generate other things here. There's some map that I could get. I'm not sure how do I get a map. So let's try to refresh and see what happens. Are you sure you want to clear your chat history? Cancel. I don't want to clear my chat history, no. Good discussion, okay. Okay. But how can I get the map? Let's see if there's some menu at the top. No, jump to buttons. Where are my buttons here? Let's make it full screen, maybe that will help. No. Okay. Maybe it's in the end here. No. It's not in the end here. The visual equipment is... What are these notes on the bottom there? What YouTube channels are mentioned in this description? What equipment using to record? Where does Latin dancing occur?